Hello, Starseeds and Lightworkers, and welcome to your reading. In this reading, we are going to be peeling the layers back of you and your energies to help you understand yourself, your mission, and bring you into some new insights about yourself on the higher levels, okay? And you might think, oh, I know everything. There are some aspects to you and your divinity and your magic and your capabilities that you're not aware of. There is higher planes in which you can reach. So let's pull some cards and get right in. See what Spirit has to say. Okay, so we have religions. Huge shift in your belief system about yourself and the path that you have been on. Look at this, and you're going to get a major download about who you are. And this could be really shifting for some of you, just depending on, what's going to come to you. And now we have your animal guide coming through. And forgive it all. Wow. Okay, so for me personally, and look at what is next, star beings. So we will put that out because that is what you guys are. Beautiful star beings working the light. Anyways, I had a reading with a very beautiful soul, and she triggered me and opened me up and told me some things that I didn't want to know, and it was nothing bad. It was nothing bad. But it was just more than I'm comfortable with accepting at this point. And I see that is the case for many of you as well, because of this religions. That doesn't have to specifically mean, a religion that's well known and practiced by many people. This is your own personal religion, your habits, your routine, your beliefs, what you live by each day, how you yield your path before you, the choices that you make. There is a big shifting coming to your belief system about yourself, about your mission here, about humanity, about everything. And do not be surprised if a lot of information that you have used in the past that was very uplifting, very expanding, very activating for you, if now, over the course of the next couple months, if you are starting to feel yourself falling away from that belief and saying, wow, how did I ever identify with that? It's okay, because every step on our journey, we come into a different belief system, a different awareness, and it helps expand us and grow us at that time. And that information that we share with other people along the journey, that's exactly what they need to hear at that time for their journey, for what they are working on. And so even though you find yourself really shifting big time beyond the way you used to identify and see reality and what it's all about, it doesn't mean that you have to think, oh, I was fooled, or how could I believe that? It's because at that vibration, that point on your journey, that is the truth of that timeline, okay? And you are shifting. The layers are peeling, and you are shifting to a different reality, a different timeline. And in that space, it's so much falls away, and you have this different vision. The veil is lifting, and you're like, wow, okay, I didn't know. Or there could be some things that have been knocking at your door, and you push it away, push it away, push it away, and finally you're like, okay, Spirit, lay it on me. Tell me what this is about. And then you see it like activating you and shifting you. So big changes coming in the belief systems in which you've built yourself upon up to this point. It's time for that to all come down and you to blossom into a whole new space of understanding, of being, of experiencing. And look at this. Here's the release, the purge, the shake-up, the questioning, and that creates the space for here, this beautiful download of all this new information coming to you. lots of beings around helping you out with this, as well as a special animal guide. So some of you know who your animal guide is, others of you may not be so sure. If you are not sure, ask your animal guide to make itself known to you, and the animal that starts popping up, appearing multiple times in different ways in the days and weeks that follow, that's your animal guide, that's your animal spirit. And you know, go deeper into the message of that animal, and don't just stop at, you know, one source. Dig into several and sit in meditation with that animal and see what it's trying to tell you, where it's trying to guide you, how it's trying to help you shift out of the old and allow this new download to come in. And part of this process here is about forgiveness as well, okay? Because under, you know, these other energies in this timeline, there's a lot of things that have happened, and now you're shifting, that's falling away, you're being upgraded through this download, and now it's time to forgive the past, to see life for what it truly is, and realize that in any moment of life that you are experiencing, yes, it is the biggest thing ever, and you know, that moment will never come again, and it's something so precious. But also, the past is the past. It will never be relived again. And what happened in the past only helped shape you and mold you for where you are today and what you are transforming into. You know, last year around this time, I went through some really heavy, painful stuff, and I really lost my way. And I didn't understand one bit of it at the time, and now a year later I look back and I see the purpose in what happened and everything that I went through, and the way that it grew me and shaped me and changed me, and how now I will make different choices presented with very similar circumstances, okay? And that's happening here for you guys as well. You've got to let the past go. What didn't happen, what you thought was supposed to be, but didn't pan out, didn't come into manifestation. You were seeing signs and synchronicities, and it didn't amount to anything, or at least so it seemed, okay? It's time for forgiveness for whatever that means for you. Relationships, life experience, the fact that you're here on this planet, you know, because sometimes I'm there with you like, oh my gosh, where am I? What is this crazy place? All of it, forgive it all, and fall into the harmony, the flow, the heartbeat of Gaia, and just see where that takes you. It's time for healing. It's time for release, because I'm telling you, all the beliefs that have got you to this point, all of that's crumbling and fading away. It's time for a big upgrade for you, and there's a lot of information that's going to be downloaded, okay? So let's pull some transparent tarot and look at the layers of all of this, of each one of these. Okay, so first thing out, look at that, it's a Page of Wands. There's that new energy, those new beliefs that are coming into your conscious mind, because the past must fall away. It must fall away. And here is that new energy at the soul. And what is next? We have the Queen of Wands, okay? So this is going to be very rapid for you. The old falls away, the new beliefs come in, and then boom, it's like full grown, okay? Like that quick with the download here. Look at that. What an acceleration of growth. So the old falls away, here's the new, and then bam, it's just who you are, and you identify, and it feels familiar, and you're like, yes, how did I never touch on this before? Like, how did I not see this before? How did I ever believe what I believed in the past? This is where it's at. But just remember, this is part of your journey, and there will come a point in the future where much of what you've built yourself upon to this level will fall away, and you will expand ever higher, reaching, you know, into a dimension, into being that you can't even articulate it. You cannot verbalize it, Okay, and now we have the Seven of Cups. That is the final outcome. And what I see here is this is all those new belief system, or I shouldn't say belief systems. These are all the new beliefs, the new light codes that are being downloaded into you. And again, it's all brand new to you, but you evolve into it, expand into it very rapidly, quite quickly. Okay, so there's a lot happening at the soul and in the emotional body for you guys during this process of the old being shaken up and crumbling away, making the space for the new download. All right, so this is for the religions. Let's take a look at the download. We start at the Two of Swords. Everything that's being downloaded, everything that's coming to you now is completely brand new. It is nothing you have thought about before. This is, I'm telling you, brand new information where you're going to be like, whoa. And it could be that that information's been out and about for a while, but it's going to be new information to you that you've never thought of before. You know, perceptions that you have never shifted into ever. So this is a big time for you guys, because look at what is next. Do you see that? The sun illuminating where we were blind, where there was darkness, where the veil covered our eyes. Now here's the sun illuminating all things, and that's why you're shifting into these higher beliefs and understandings. And also with the sun coming out, we are just about to go into eclipse season. We have one on June 5th, one on June 21st, and then one on July 5th. So it's like bam, 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 3 eclipses within the span of 1 month. That's very activating for you guys. It's activating for everybody, but you guys being Starseeds and Lightworkers, whoa, okay, that's all I gotta say. And I actually did a video last week about the eclipses and retrograde energies for the Starseeds and the Lightworkers, because you are being transformed. The old is falling away, which you've been denying, which you've been blocking from yourself, about your spirituality, about your mission, about your soul lineage, all of it. You can't turn away from it. Do you see how the sun is bigger than this here? Trying to block out, it doesn't matter. The sun will prevail. The truth will be exposed. You will be illuminated. You will be enlightened. You will be awakened and activated. And this, all of this energy, this download, the solar, the masculine energy being downloaded. So a big upgrade also to the solar plexus chakra, which is where you draw your personal power. You lay boundaries, you feel strong, you realize your leadership, and you take ownership of that. Also, that's your manifesting center. Okay, so you guys are being upgraded to come into much more personal power, spiritual power, and intellectual power, like the expanding of the conscious mind into other dimensions to reach new knowledge, new light, and pull it down into the earth plane. And the way that each and every one of you receive that information, you will perceive it differently. Therefore, what you share with others is going to be different. It's not like you all are going to be talking about the same thing. You're not, and you shouldn't be, because each and every one of you is a different piece to this puzzle, and each and every one of you has your own unique light, gift, and talent, energies, abilities, and the world would not be complete at this time without your beautiful presence here. And some of you, it is time to really know how big, powerful, and wise you truly are. Nothing can be hidden from you. Talk about an activation. And what do we have here? Oh yeah, and now we have the Knight of Swords. I am open. I am ready to receive this information. Look at that. That's you. you know, being humble before spirit, before the universe, to receive these energies, to receive these light codes, this beautiful activation, and surrendering to what must fall away to receive what must be. Oh, it's so destined. It's just, I'm kind of like lost in the energy of it. It's here you are serving at the soul. It's so beautiful where you felt blocked, unable, you didn't see. That's all changing. And then here you are ready to serve, ready to move forward in this new energy that you are expanding into. That is beautiful. This is all coming under this download, okay? Let's see what this animal guide has to say. I just want to make sure you guys can see that. So under animal guide, okay, we have the Four of Swords. So you are definitely going to require extra sleep, extra nutrition. Try to let people deal and tend to their own matters if you can. You know, if you have a lot of people that call you for advice, for support when they lose their way, you know, friends, family members, all of it. This is a time for you to really go into hermit mode, because again, some of you, this is going to be a bit of a crazy ride. What's falling away, the beliefs that are falling away, and what's now replacing them, it may be a bit of a shock to your system, okay? Like I said, I had that reading with the High Priestess, and I was just like, no, I was in tears. I talked to my spiritual friend, and she was beautiful, didn't judge, let me be triggered. And then once I was done with that, you know, then we talked about what was said and what that means to me, and it just really ripped my belief system away. And again, she did not say anything bad at all, but what she told me about myself was something I have not been able to accept, of a higher power. And that I do feel is so true for many of you. You feel it, you know there's more, but there's a fear, there's a block, and it's time for you to step into that light. It is time for you to truly know who you are and claim your empowerment, your wisdom, your spiritual rites of passage for the mission you are here to do, this life journey, okay? And it's going to require a lot of energy on your behalf. This is like a total rebirthing of you, and so you're going to require more sleep, you're going to require more space, you're going to require more nutrition. I highly recommend doing some meditations and some balancing as often as you can as well, especially if you feel like you're just flapping in the wind. And through the whole process, just say, this will pass, because you are really being transformed, okay? A lot is falling away, and during this process, you are very protected by spirit. You see the swords? That is protection of you while you go through this process, okay? And look at what comes after that. We have the 10 of Cups, okay? So you need this period of sleep, of rest, of, you know, activation, because it's leading to such beautiful things. So many different things in your life are going to improve after this process for each and every one of you. Like I said, a lot of old energy is being peeled away. It's time for you to connect to your soul tribe, you know, and strained relationships in your life. It's time for healing. It's time to connect at a higher level. So much shadow energy falling away for the Lightworkers and the Starseeds, and I'm telling you, you guys are just seeing from a new eye, a switch in the kaleidoscope, and the whole picture changes right before you. And it's all because of what's happening inside of you, this release of the old energy, these beliefs that you had built yourself up upon to this point. It's time for them to fall away so you can go even higher, okay? As high, like this is happiness, this is emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. Oh yeah, because looky here. Look at that big, beautiful energy, that soul, that is you. So I just want to point this out. Look at the difference. Here you are, before the activation, and during. And look at what you expand into afterwards. Look at the empowerment of that Queen of Swords. Look at the strength in her. There is no force that can move her, that can make her afraid. No, she sees the truth. She has the vision. She stands for justice. She's ready to fight for whatever it is that she needs to stand up against. Look at her. She is ready to go. So this is you now. And during this activation, the shedding of the old, and then you evolve into this. And, here with this 10 of Cups, you are very satisfied and fulfilled in many ways. And there's a lot of energies that are protecting you and empowering you and helping lift you up in the physical as well as the non-physical. And this is coming out under the animal guide. So the animal guide is helping you through this process, okay? And some of you, you could have a cat, or you could have a dog or a bird, a turtle, a ferret, a hedgehog, a fish. Everybody connects with different animals, and some of you have a pet, and that pet is going to be very nurturing and extra attentive to you through this process, okay? And then others of you, this is just the spirit of that animal guide trying to walk with you, because this is not an easy process. The tearing down of the old, it's not an easy process, but what's happening for you, what you are expanding into, is glorious. You go from this page right here, the new light codes, the new energy, the new beliefs coming in, and it's immediate. It's a very quick acceleration into your conscious mind. It just expands you so rapidly, and you don't expect this. You don't see it coming, but all things are illuminated, and then you are ready to answer the call. And after all of this activation, the tearing down of the old and all the new coming in, you evolve into this gorgeous, gorgeous being. Oh, okay, let's come over here to forgive it all. We have the Five of Wands. So yeah, there are some unhealed wounds that are within you, or it could be more mild, like some frustration, some angers, but it's time to let it all go. No matter what it is, no matter who it is, it's time to just let that purge with everything else. Why? Because boom, look at that. You see the Ace of Pentacles coming in, because you are stepping through a portal. There, you are changing. This falling away and this download is very profound. And for some of you, this is going to be the most intense activation, awakening, purge that you've had to date on your journey in this lifetime. It is. It's going to be very intense for some of you, but my God, what is on the other side of this is everything that you've wanted to be. So much more tapped in to your gifts, to the higher realms, to your star family, to all the star beings that assist you. And also there's this happiness that comes into your life, this harmony, this warmth, and this these shackles of the pain, the unforgiveness, just however that resonates for you within your heart. All of that falls away, and you step through this beautiful portal, and it's a whole new world, and it's the beginning. It's the first step. Okay, this is long lasting. You go from the Ace to the 10. And look here. I'm just going to take both of those away so you can see what this is. It is the Wheel of Fortune. It is time. Okay, the wheel is turned to the point where all of this stuff over here, it's no longer relevant when you get here. It was part of the journey. You needed to know that. You needed to understand that to get to the next step. But now all of that must fall away, because it's no longer relevant here. Here, there's new light codes, there's new beliefs, there's new information that comes in, and that's where you have shifted to. Okay, and this is a new cycle for you. It's long lasting. You're going to be on this road for a while, and it's time to set down so that your hands are open and free. It's time to set down the pain, the anger, the frustration, and forgive where you need to forgive, because where you are headed is a very beautiful space. It's beautiful energy. Like I said, it's everything that you have wanted to be, that you have wanted to experience. It's just there's some things that they won't get you there, so it's time for it to fall away. All right, so let's pull some cards to see what chakras are being most impacted, or where you should really focus on meditating. All right, here under letting go of the old beliefs, fearlessness, turn your worrier into a warrior. Wow, and that's solar plexus chakra. That's the divine masculine energy, and we picked up on with that. We picked up on that with the sun here. Oh, it took a minute to get that out. Sorry. Yeah, so don't be afraid of what must be shed and what you must allow yourself to step into. Have no fear. This is your journey. This is your destiny. This is why you are here, okay? And now we have an entire chakra balance. So the entire chakra system with the download, not surprised to see that. The only illusion is separation. So some of the things that are having to fall away, remember, separation is an illusion, and you are expanding far beyond the matters of the earth plane at your soul level, okay? This download is hitting every single chakra, so everything is changing for you. Over here, we've got the Sacral Chakra, passion. Turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Yeah, see? Because look at what you are going to expand into. It is hard to let what's familiar go or what you've believed that is, served you and got you to this point, and now Spirit's rocking your belief system. Have no fear. Let it go. Step into the new energy. Do not fear the change, because remember, this is what you are expanding into. And over here under Forgive It All, look at that. We've got the root chakra, grounding. Sink your roots deep. Connect them to the heart of Earth. Yes. So Mother Earth Gaia wanting to help you with any sort of forgiveness issues about anything, whether it's with other people, it's with your life circumstances, it's with spirit, it's with yourself. It doesn't matter where it is the forgiveness needs to happen. Mother Earth Gaia coming in, wanting to help you with that, because of what you are meant to expand and evolve into. And so doing grounding meditations with Mother Earth, asking for the healing and the expansion of each chakra so you can receive these new light codes, okay? Because here, I love that chakra balance all the way across the board, because it's a download and it's impacting you. But aside from that, we have the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. That's the first three chakras. Those are your earth chakras, okay? So there is going to be a change to your abundance. If you've had a lot of lack, that is shifting, okay? You're becoming more resourceful and seeing opportunities before you that you maybe didn't see before. And also your creativity being turned up and being turned on, so that it makes you even more resourceful and feel more empowered within yourself. Your empathy receiving an expansion, if you needed that. Well, most of us probably don't want an expansion to our empathy center, but you are getting one, okay? And there's this reignition happening within you about life and your mission and what it's all about and why you're here. And then coming into your solar plexus, where you are standing in your personal empowerment, and you are a master manifester of the earth realm. Like you are really mastering the energies of the earth realm, and this download is like shifting you up to the higher realms, where now you're having more of a focus on the third eye, the crown, and then the star soul chakra. Like you've mastered some earth energy here with what's taking place now. All right, so let's pull some transparent oracle and just see what else Spirit would like to add. Okay. All right, so we have some energy of the north. This is some winter energy, but this is a gateway, and this is the gateway of conclusion. All right, so I'm not surprised to see this, and this also talks about a period of rest, and we do have that. So there are conclusions coming to many areas of your life, and this is a gateway, this card, this energy. You're stepping through a portal, all right, no question. And then what do we have here? This is within, so this is you. This is you right here, and guess what that represents? Your empathy center. So those of you that feel that your own heart, your own empathy betrays you, like, why do I have to be made this way? Why do I gotta care so much, you know, when I don't receive that back? And sometimes, you know, with your empathy center, I can't, for me personally, I can't think about like animal abuse or child abuse. Like that just sends me over the edge. I don't understand it. It really does trigger me badly. And so I'm like, oh, you want to upgrade my empathy center, as if I don't already sense enough? Well, Spirit's like, yeah, we are upgrading you, but this is going to a different level of empathy. Okay, this is where you can empathize and really feel somebody, but there's this element of protection around your heart. Do you see that? There's an element of protection around your heart, to where you can connect, you can feel, you can understand to the same capacity as now, but you're not going to be sucked in emotionally, because you do feel so deeply and strongly for other people. This is a protection that's being put around your heart, so that you're not dragged down into those darker energies for those that you're trying to help, or that those you're trying to connect with, to, you know, offer your light to help elevate them. There's this protection around your heart, or as well as around your energy body, that is no longer going to allow those darker energies to really penetrate. You're aware of them, you sense them in others, okay, but they're not going to be like arrows just hitting you like they have been in the past. So that's beautiful. That's part of this upgrade to the sacral chakra for you guys. And ooh, we've got some spring energy coming through. This is well, here, I'll let you see it without everything behind it. This here is the element of air. All right, and look at, you have this beautiful Queen of Swords that's coming through. Okay, Queen of Swords is air energy. This is big time for you guys. And right now, as I'm recording this, the sun is about to move into Gemini, and I believe that's on the 20th of May. The sun's about to move into Gemini, and then right after that we have this Gemini new moon. That's all air energy. Venus is currently retrograding through Gemini. Okay, so that, I definitely feel that all of that is a part of this download that's coming in. You know, that's all air energy, the higher realms, the crown chakra. And I just Gemini season is going to be a pretty big roller coaster ride. And, you know, we did talk about the eclipses, and that's, you know, from June 5th to July 5th. So I would say this energy, this activation, the tearing away of the old, the download of the new for you is taking place between now and like mid-July, okay? It's just through the eclipses, this activation and upgrade to the lower chakras, because you have mastered some energy, and then this big chakra balance because of the download. And so I'm not surprised to see all this air energy. And some of you, with this, it's like your connection to the higher realms is really expanding. So if you're a psychic, your vision is sharpening. If you're a medium, your connection to you know, the passed down spirits is becoming ever stronger. Like you're having a direct conversation. The lines are much clearer. If you are an intuitive card reader, same thing. Your intuition is receiving a big activation upgrade. Do not discount any idea, creative idea, intuitive prompting that comes to you about yourself, about your path, to expand yourself, to grow your business even. Follow it through, because you are receiving a lot of insight from the higher realms. It's like a new connection is opening up for you guys as you step through this portal of conclusion and you receive, you know, this upgrade. And I would say we've got 3 here. So it's root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. Yeah, and now there's this element of protection around those energy centers. And that doesn't, I don't know how better to describe that, because before I feel like things could have like penetrated, but now they can't. And so that has to do with the strength of your own energy, but I'm seeing it as like this shield of protection around you, but you are self-generating that even if you were not aware of that. Okay, so that's very powerful right there. Let's do some more shuffling and look over on this side. Oh, look at that. You guys got the sun. This is happiness. This is truth. This is light. This is success. These are light codes being downloaded into you. There's several suns in this deck, but this right here is the actual sun. Like you have here, the actual sun, the illumination, the activation, the old falling away. And this is so healing as well. You standing out, you coming to the center of attention within yourself as well as externally. Okay. And, wow, you that new connection that I feel that's opening up for you guys, this is also a confirmation of that. Let's see what comes next. Ooh, look at that. 42, 43, and these are angel guides coming in to help you step through the portal. Okay, and look at, you have the pentacle right here, and see that pentacle sitting there at the center, the angels protecting this pentacle, this pathway for you, the manifestations, the portal. Yeah, and it's the sun. It's all illuminated by the sun, and the angels are all around you. And here is that pentacle, the manifestation, the new journey in which you are stepping on, the new version of you. And it's the ace, so you have all the way to the 10. And this being a pentacle, a lot of this is going to start manifesting into the earth plane. You know, the way that you're receiving this download, this activation. What do we have? Oh my gosh, now we have lightning, and I'll let you see the light lightning. Now we have lightning. This is coming in quite unexpectedly. This is about power. This is about release, and also the way that you are being activated, like the old belief systems being shocked out, burned off. They no longer apply. They don't. And then the powerful download coming into every aspect of you. And why was I feeling like we had, oh yes, here we are. It's right here. Remember how I said you don't see it coming, or you've been fearing, or you feel, very blocked. Look at this power. This is spirit coming in. So you cannot run from this. You cannot run from your destiny. What must fall away must fall away. And what must become you, what you must evolve into, it must be. And spirit will see that it is so. And again, I do see you initially resisting, but it all changes, okay? Because you have the sun times 2 in this reading. And after that process, again, here you are ready to answer the call of spirit. So this is like lightning, the way that this all comes in and happens for you. Oh, wow. But it's all good stuff. It is all good stuff. And with the sun showing up, remember, this is illumination into places that you have never gone before. And you have very powerful beings. Just look at the angels. And you could even look at these as star beings, right? Because look at very similar coloring going on in this card as well as in this card. These are the beings that are assisting you at this time to make sure that you step through this portal, to make sure that all that is meant to manifest and change for you comes into play. And the eclipses are instrumental in this process. And, definitely with this sun card coming out, that's another confirmation of that, as well as the lightning, because eclipses are very quick, things shifting in and shifting out, boom, like that. And also truth, enlightenment, illumination comes in very, very strong. Things being exposed with the eclipses. So this is a powerful time for starseeds and lightworkers. My goodness. Let's pull a little card for advice here. Okay, I guess we have 3. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Wow, look at that. Next out is stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. And that goes here, where we're in that rest position because we're going through this change, but also over here where it's time to forgive something. And lastly, Gaia, connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change. And I brought up, falling into the flow of the heartbeat of Mother Earth. And then you got the root chakra, sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of Earth. And then here you have Mother Earth coming through again, saying, yes, connect to my heartbeat. I will heal you. I will help you through this process. I will help make this download solid and complete, because what's coming into you is ultimately being anchored in to Mother Earth Gaia, and she's coming in wanting to assist with your whole process, as well as these beautiful angels and the star beings. Step through the portal of conclusion, even if it's scary, even if you're like, I don't know, do it, because this beautiful, beautiful energy is what you are evolving into. All right, so those are your messages. I am sending each and every one of you lots of love and light. Take care.